Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tardis Zone Live, the Spyfall ratings review panel. Yes, we've got to talk about the ratings because they actually haven't. Well, okay, here it is in a nutshell. They're saying it was the second best program on New Year's Day, but it beat the likes of Emmerdale and Coronation Street. Right now, it did get the lowest, and the trend has continued. The ratings are still falling, and what we're going to try do on this panel is try figure out why. Now, I've made my thoughts very loud and clear on Twitter, and I will share them here. But
Yeah,
these guys also have their own views on why this first episode hasn't fared well. Is it got to do with the fact that it's on New Year's Day, as some people have suggested? You know, this excuse has come up again, and I think it is an excuse to be kind of honest with you. I
yeah,
do think it has been damaged not being on Christmas, to be quite
Mm.
honest with you.
yeah,
But to this extent, I do not know. But I will ask you guys because that's why I got you guys on here
yeah.
in the first place. So we'll start with you, Matrix Lord, because you are obviously doing a cast on this. So,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts and feelings, and why do you think the ratings for Skyfall haven't actually done as well as everybody predicted?
Well, I think one, the newspapers, like everybody's in a frenzy reporting that it's the worst ratings ever. But they failed to realize that Doctor Who was never really released on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
A freaking Wednesday, people. It's like the highest rated for a Wednesday. It's not even a Friday or a
Yeah.
Saturday or a Sunday. It's freaking Wednesday. So
Mm.
it is the highest rated, but what other ratings really for a Wednesday? And it's a holiday, which
Mm.
on New Year's Day, I don't know about you, but a lot of people on New Year's Day, if they're off, they're partying, whatever, they could always watch Doctor Who that's pre-recorded.
Mm.
But it's a Wednesday, and I always said too, releasing a series on a holiday is a bad idea because even when we get to Christmas specials, the ratings aren't like through the roof, like for a Christmas special. I mean, it's like
Mm.
4, it's 5. It's not expected to do like a 10, 11, or 12 because
Yeah.
people are busy. Now, again, I think it's an unfair thing to judge on a holiday and on a Wednesday that Doctor Who is expected to do what it is on a Saturday or a Sunday that's not a holiday. Now, the biggest test is going to be how does it do on Sunday with part 2?
Mm.
Now, if you see like ridiculous numbers on Sunday, that's going to be a fair assumption that you really shouldn't be paying too much attention to part 1. Because anyway, anybody that's seen part 1 obviously is going to see part 2. But if the
Yeah.
ratings are like, again, the whole week, the ratings are going to be compiled. You
Mm.
got it delayed by 24 hours, right, by iPlayer, and then you're going to start to see how many people watched it throughout the week. They do have a thing besides the cable, besides this, like even on the PlayStation Network, they're not allowed to show it until 24 hours later because BBC America has to air it. So they have to air it 24 hours later than that. So
Mm.
people are actually seeing Doctor Who later than expected. But I
Yeah.
do feel that, one, this is the best episode that Chris Chibnall has written. The episode was slow at first,
Mm.
and everybody that I talked to say that the episode was slow. And if you wouldn't have had the master in it, then it probably would have been really bad ratings. That whole thing was a shock. I mean, for us, it wasn't shocking, me and Noel.
Yeah, I know.
But
Yeah.
still,
Well,
Again,
I will say one thing. Even though I didn't know about this, I still was actually surprised, like because
yes.
it was just to see it actually happen. And I said this, that was one of the best things. And I did say that that was probably Jodie's best bit of acting there when she
Oh,
realized she
yeah.
got
Yeah.
screwed over. That look on her face. I don't care what anybody says; they can hate me for it. But truthfulness is that in that scene, she actually acted well and she looked like she knew she got screwed over. And that's what
Yes.
won me. That's what won me over with the master. If her see people say, oh, his performance was great. Okay, that's fair enough. But if she didn't contribute to that performance, then it wouldn't have had the
And
same
her
impact.
performance was key on that because, like I
Yeah.
told you, she binge watched Doctor Who, and she knew of when Missy and the Master and John Sim because she watched it. So that reaction was like pure fear and dread. Like I thought in her head at that point in time, she's like, "Oh my God, I forgot I left Missy on the damn thing with the Cybermen. I'm screwed now because it's like." Because when she's all busy about like he's dying, and then all this, we hold him back regeneration energy. The doctor didn't think, oh my God, I got to go back for Nardole. I got to go back, right? So she basically left Missy there. I mean, she thought Missy went with the Master. She didn't know, and she's like, oh my God. So I mean, that was pure. The acting was like so much better. And like I said, if she watched what she had to watch, she could fit into the role because you can't fake that. You can't fake being in shock. Like it was just like believable. She knows the history because she's a doctor, because she, as the actress, binge watched and now knows what to look for. Now knows the history. So I think it was genuine, and I do believe that he caught the doctor off guard, and she was genuinely scared. She did not know what to do. She couldn't use the sonic, and she didn't want the companions to die, and she held the door. And now the ultimate test is going to be, because according to the Master, he feels like Yaz is the leader, because he's like, stick with me, Yaz. He didn't say nothing about Graham or Ryan. So to me, one of the companions is going to have to step up and save all of them, or they're going to be dead. You cannot rely on the doctor. The doctor isn't there.
Yeah. Daniel, what would you like to add on to that?
Well, I mean, like, I thought in that scene, she actually reacted to the way the doctor is actually supposed to react when you see the Master. But as well, I didn't really like the fact that she was kind of channeling David Tennant with the tuxedo either, though. So, the two of them kind of clashed with each other as well, I think.
Wouldn't she be acting like David Tennant because she basically watched David Tennant's episodes and Matt Smith's and Peter Capaldi, and it's like she knows the history of the Master now, so she's like, oh, like whatever, like that would make sense that she knows what she's talking about now.
Yeah, but I think what people have a problem with is they think that she's basically copying these lads. Do you get me?
I mean, here's the thing: when she was in that alien dimension, I thought she was channeling Patrick Troughton.
Yeah, I mean,
like, oh dear, like like the way she's standing dressed like that. I mean, if you don't look at her face, you would think she's Patrick Troughton. Like,
yeah, I mean, she did react okay in that scene, but there was also parts where she was ripping off other doctors again, which kind of annoyed me at the same time. But like, each to their own. I mean, the episode was a lot better than I thought it was going to be, because obviously, like, I'll be honest with you, like, I had very low expectations, but like, I'm going to actually surprise you here and give it like a 6 out of 10, basically, because basically that is also the highest rating I've given a criminal episode. Like, obviously you know that, no, since we've been talking, so you can see that there was some slight improvements in the episode, but however, the question is, can that be sustained throughout the course of the 9 remaining episodes? It's basically because that'll be the challenge. Basically, what do you guys think?
I just put a question actually up there. What do you guys think about how the TARDIS just parked in the Master's TARDIS and nothing happened? Last time this happened, it actually caused issues in Classic Who. Well, you
Well,
see,
the TARDIS was outside though, flying next to the plane.
Yeah.
So it wasn't in the TARDIS. Master's TARDIS wasn't inside the plane. You know what I'm saying? So they weren't inside, and the TARDIS is on Earth. The TARDIS is not on the plane. The TARDIS is down where MI6 is. So
yeah, but the big challenge is going to be obviously can the BBC and Chris Chibnall and the key people that are surrounding the series, can they like regrow the ratings to like maybe even a 6 basically, because the rating is kind of frightening. No, because although that I've had issues with the show in the past couple of years, I ultimately don't want to see it get cancelled because it's obviously my favourite TV show and it's my bread and butter. So if the Doctor Who gets cancelled, it'll be a sad time for all.
well, see,
Visual,
here's the thing: it's not going to get cancelled, and this, if
yeah,
the ratings continue to go down, it's
yeah,
going to be
it's
dragged
paid
through the
for.
mud. It's paid for, so it's
yeah,
going to be
Series
dragged through
13's
the
paid
mud
for.
for another 2 years at least.
yeah.
So, I mean,
I mean,
BBC really have to look for me
yeah,
personally. I'll tell you why this has been received badly. It's because of last year. Now
yeah,
you can make the case that a Wednesday is bad, and I will say I agree. Right, when
yeah,
putting on a Wednesday, New Year's Day was a bad idea. I'll
yeah.
agree with that. But to have that amount of an effect, I'm not so sure. And
Yeah, but
Also,
Sunday's going to cancel it out though.
yeah,
um,
Part 2 will cancel it out though.
Sunday we will see, right? Sunday will give us a true
They'll
indication.
cancel it out, and you won't even be talking about episode 1 anymore.
also as well, do you think the interview that she done like right before the series had an impact as well? No, oh, because
No.
that was a bit of a sort of that was a bit of a
Yeah, I
I
do
think
know of it,
if you lost any fans that didn't watch Spyfall, the moment somebody tells them about the clip with the master, they're going to get right back into it.
yeah,
Most of them, I think, because at the end of the, and there's one thing I have to do say, even though I feel that Jodie was better acting wise, Chris
she's still the weak
Chibnall,
link, though. She isn't
Chris Chibnall was successful in something we didn't expect. Though he did make her doctor where. And I posed a question to my people on my podcast. If you had to
yeah.
be saved by the doctor, would you want to be saved by Jodie Whittaker's doctor or any of the other doctors? And the way she looked with the master, it's like they would all be dead because like she basically really didn't know what the hell she was doing. She
Yeah.
was screaming and screeching.
Yeah.
No! Ah! Just like shut the doctor doesn't do that. Like she should have just took the bomb and threw it out the window or something.
Yeah,
Or whatever.
poorly written. I'll agree.
She should have used the sonic on the chair, right?
Yeah, I mean,
She should have used the sonic on the chair so it could become unhinged and then throw the whole chair out the window.
Exactly. But she said, I can't do it, which
I can't do it. So what does that mean? You die? Like, this is what I'm talking about. So, like, they were all screwed, basically, because she panicked. But when does the doctor panic? The doctor never panics.
She's been badly written. I'll admit that, but she's still.
And they boosted the master, but they dropped her, though.
But let's be honest, right? And you have to be honest here. She still is the weak link, though. The writing has improved, and it's still okay. She's still
that scene was not a good scene for her doctor.
No, I don't think so.
Even though her acting was better, Unless they
toned it down.
resolved that, she would have killed all the companions. They would have been dead.
She toned it down. She toned down the faces. I'll admit that. Look,
St-
there was a toned down performance, but she still lacks that quality. I'm
Steve,
sorry,
to be
Joe,
honest,
but I have to be honest. She lacks that quality. She lacks that gravitas. She lacks that screen presence.
But I think it's Chibnall because again, here's the thing, right? Like you wrote that she doesn't know what she's doing.
Yeah, but hang
in the
on,
episode.
it's not a whole serious. Are we going to keep blaming Chibnall as
no,
well?
No, we're not. We're not.
No,
but again, maybe he did this purposely to boost the master, maybe. But and she'll come back stronger in episode 2.
It probably is written that way, but it's not the right way to go about it, if you ask me.
Yeah, I've got a question actually.
Go ahead.
Do you guys know how long this new guy is actually going to be the master?
He's beyond episode 2. Like it's not going to be. He's not going to be just 1 and 2 and then gone. He's going to be again coming back.
Yeah, he's going to be reoccurring. He's going to pop up here and there.
Well, she's the doctor. Yeah.
Because I really think he is a good actor. I mean,
I think he's good. Yeah.
I mean, you've seen what he's done in other Doctor Who media as well, and then Adventure in Space and Time, and obviously the Paul McGann Archives box set. So I'll commend to the BBC on getting him as a master. However, they are still going to have.
Are we gonna have a hashtag not my master? Like,
well, I do want to bring up about the new master. I absolutely love him, but I will say one thing. I have seen how disgusting this fandom can be. Imagine pulling out the race card and actually saying you don't like him because it
doesn't matter what color he is. He was a great actor. He was a great master.
That's what I mean. It doesn't matter what color the skin of the person is. If they're good enough for the role, they get the role.
If you're the right person for the job, it doesn't matter what you are.
Yeah,
I just wanted to address that. That's disgusting. And whoever did it should be ashamed of themselves.
I enjoyed his performance. He was a lot more psychotic, and that's what you need.
I do agree with the comment about the car. They would have been dead with the car too. That was
they would have been dead. Yeah, there was a few times they should have been dead.
Like she's got to be a strong doctor to figure stuff out.
Is she not coming across as a bit reckless?
Yeah,
I don't know what's the matter with her.
Is it reckless? Is it reckless or stupidity? I don't know because that's the way she's being written. Nobody knows.
I mean, she could have killed them the first time in Ghost Monument. The end of the woman fell to Earth. They were in space. They were basically dead. You know, like.
I mean, there's still some inconsistencies with Chibnall's writing across the board. But to be honest with you, I just want.
Well, the Bad Wolf, I think I know what that is, and I'm a little worried about the lie thing. Because they said something about multiple Earths.
I know what that exactly.
They said multiple Earths, and I'm hoping that this is not that she has a whole incarnation of doctors before the first Doctor. I honestly think here's the thing: like somebody said something on my cast that the Master that we see may not be this universe's Master. Because they did say multiple Earths, like different universes, and they're coming in from another dimension. So it is possible. I mean, yes, I think he is from our universe, but I think he's going to say some lies to try to screw with her head. But ultimately, it's not true at all.
See as long as I know that they're probably going to go down that route with another generation cycle, but I hope to God they don't. So if they just shy away from it just now, well, shy away from it altogether. Sorry, I'll rephrase that, and concentrate on rebuilding the show as it is, because it's needing rebuilt, and the casting of Asha and I thought was a good start now. Now I hope that I hope that basically there's more of a better story for all the Cybermen and the Alex coming back, and like somehow they get some credibility back, because this isn't solely a Chris Chibnall issue here, because both enemies have been dragged through the mud through the Stephen Moffat era. So it's time for the to be rebuilt with a bit more credibility.
I have to disagree with someone who was saying about the Master, because when Sacha Dhawan, like when his character O was found out, I don't think that was a Sim response when he's like, "Oh, you caught me."
I don't.
Like that was. I don't think he was copying off of John Sim. In fact, just because the Master yells doesn't mean that's a copy of John Sim.
This is the thing. I don't know where people are getting this from, saying that he's just a poor copy of John Sim.
I don't think so.
I don't actually get that. He is far more psychotic than John Sim ever was. I said it. Look at his eyes when his
eyes were like getting like enraged.
Watch these eyes.
He screamed at her when she went to use the Sonic. That was a different. That's not a John Sim impersonation. Especially, he's like, "Come on, Doc. Come on."
John Sim was a bit
more. Figure it out.
This guy is definitely looks like a psychopath. That's the difference. John Sim played a psychopath, but he wasn't a psychopath. This fella is a psychopath.
He's not.
Right, like Missy killed Osgood, right? But would John Sim kill Osgood? He'd probably have the Cybermen killed.
Not only
right?
just that. Like, to be honest with you, like the thing. So
they might mention Missy.
The thing is, so like, to be honest, I think he'll be a bit. I think he'll be a bit more of a sociopath as well, because
I mean, here's the thing. He's obviously. I think it's like when David Tennant Doctor said, "When I die, some man just comes in and takes my place." Like, it's a situation where even though Missy wanted to be with the Doctor, be good and everything, once she regenerated, that was out the window. Because new personality, new body, whatever. Plus, there's a little anger there that she got left behind. So, like, there is going to be no friendship at all. At all.
That's gone now. That's gone. If there ever was one, it's gone.
And
remember the last time the Doctor left Missy. So they're obviously going to remember that. So there's going to be bitterness.
And also, I do want to discuss too the fact that everybody's so quick to say that Missy could not regenerate. She was dead. She was dead. Well, the Doctor was exactly the way she was. The Doctor was looking at the sky like that. He was going to die too, and he didn't die either. But the thing is that.
Yeah, but if anybody knows the Masters, come on.
The Master's been a little worm creature for crying out loud.
Here's the thing. Do you not think Missy would have actually realized that the Master would actually do something like that and didn't
she
plan ahead?
She had the vortex manipulator on her wrist. She had the vortex manipulator. The vortex manipulator absorbed the blast from the Brigadier Cyberman. The vortex manipulator absorbed the blast of the Daleks. But the laser screwdriver probably overloaded the vortex manipulator where it wasn't able to protect her from dying, but it was able to stop because the Master was trying to make a way she couldn't regenerate. It probably impacted most of the blast, and she probably was able to regenerate.
Yeah, but as well as the series progresses as well, you'll obviously get the hints of where the series is going to end up for the what do you call it?
We got a 2-part finale, which is probably with the Cybermen.
Yeah, I mean,
Sacha Dhawan will probably be in the finale also.
I hope so, because the Masters get a bit of a hysteria teaming up with the Cybermen, so it'd be good to have a bit of continuity back in from Classic, who who as well.
I just think that he's going to be the master probably going into the 60th too.
Which is a great choice. I'm delighted. Look at
me too.
When I knew this guy was being cast,
and I never thought you were going to enjoy it like that. See that? Isn't that interesting?
See, that's the thing that surprised me, right? Now, people know how much I dislike Series 11, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that this Spyfall episode was the greatest episode. It has its flaws. Everybody will say that it does have its flaws. But this is the best thing that Chris Chibnall has ever written. And also, as I said, the aliens are actually quite good. And that's very interesting. And it makes you want to know what's going to happen. Now, Series 11, and I think everybody on this panel will agree with me, Series 11 didn't manage to do that. One episode of Series 12 has managed to do what the whole of Series 11, in my opinion, wasn't able to do, which was to keep me interested.
Well, here's the thing. There was a Dalek special that I did like. I did like that the Dalek appeared in Resolution. It was kind of a taunt. So here's the thing. You have a new monster with the Master. So, of course, you got us hooked because this is what I always wanted. You throw the kitchen sink at Jodie. You throw all these villains at her, see how she does, right? No opener. You got the Master. Perfect. Second episode, you got the Master. Perfect. Third episode, I don't know what they're going to do. The Junes are going to appear. The Cybermen are going to appear. Maybe, Sea Devils and whatever else. But this is what you need to do. You need to hit her from all angles. It needs to be exciting.
But see, to be honest with you, the guest actors, I thought this time around were actually pretty good.
I don't think he has improved. I don't think Amanda Bakil improved yet. I mean, it looked like they put Visine in her eyes. I don't believe that at all. Like she was upset.
I thought Stephen Fry, for the very small part that he played in the episode, done absolutely brilliantly. Now, I would obviously have liked to have seen a bit more of him in the episode because I thought he was actually pretty good and surprisingly as well, because I did give Lenny Henry a bit of stick on my own life cast. So, like, I'm going to offer up a bit of humble pie here. I mean, I thought even Lenny Henry was actually okay as well.
I thought he was good, Lenny Henry.
So I've somehow...
Yeah, I agree. Bring back the meddling monk.
Yeah, I agree as well. That's why I threw that.
So if somehow Henry he stumbles across this life cast,
there was parts of that episode was terrible, but I did like a different aspect of the Dalek that was in there. I'm glad the Dalek appeared.
Although I did think the car chase felt as though it was a bit more like out of the Fast and Furious or an action movie.
I mean, we can't have a finale that always has like a Pandorica or all these people showing up at in the end. I mean, that would be cool, but it would be the same. If that kept happening every finale, it would be boring after a while. And it did start happening with Matt Smith after a while. Even Trenzalore, they all showed up. Weeping Angels, Cybermen, Daleks. I mean, just like, the Pandorica, they all showed up. So you can't have that all the time, though.
And to be honest with you, I think it's about time that we did kind of get an Angels episode again.
I don't know. I don't know if I feel confident.
I think he already asked to use.
I don't know if I feel confident with Jodie doing an Angels episode.
No.
I don't think she's ready for it.
And I don't think Chris Chibnall could do a decent. If he was to get Stephen Moffat to write it, then yes. But that's
I don't think she's ready for the Weeping Angels yet.
No.
I'm just trying to be as positive as I can.
She's not ready. I mean, she's getting there, but maybe she's getting there. I don't know. But Midnight was a great episode.
But again, no, it's just
there's not going to be no regime change because all they care about is they got money. HBO Max paid them trying to pay them. They'll care when the money runs out. So again, like Series 13's paid. Series 13's paid for. The 60th paid for. Probably Series 14's paid for as well. But
yeah. So
you guys talk amongst yourselves there for a second. I just have to check something. Ted is barking at something.
So is the 60th going to be like an hour-long episode?
The 60th is probably paid for, and it's probably going to be more than an hour, and it's probably going to be in a year where there's not going to be Doctor Who or very few Doctor Who because they're not going to put a whole 11 episodes plus the 60th. We're going to lose something that year. And right now, the way it looks like we're going to have Doctor Who finished in March. We're going to have to wait till January for the Dalek one, and then we're going to have to wait far again for Series 13.
But see, to be honest with you, but that is kind of annoying, basically as well, because like right before we get to the 60th and obviously Series 13, you're going to have to go back and watch the episodes a couple of times so that it sinks in your brain, so that if references pop up in the next series, you're going to have to go back and watch them a couple of times, and then the new series is coming around, which I
don't know if the golden age. I'm reading the comments. I don't know if the golden age of Doctor Who is gone. I mean, right now certain things appear bleak, but
yeah, it's going through a rough period right now. And look, I'm going to say this out straight. It's not as bad as everybody's making it out to be.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? I'm sorry, but it's not, and I'm not going to lie. I said I was going to be honest, right? And I have to be honest here. It's not as bad. It does have its flaws, right? He does take a pop at the fans once or twice in the episode as well. One of them I actually found quite funny myself, to be quite honest with you. The Stephen Fry scene, that was actually absolutely hilarious.
That was pretty funny.
It was hilarious. And I know he was taking a dig at us, but it was hilarious. I actually liked it. Look, Jodie to me is still the weak link. I don't like her in the role and I never will, right? Chris Chibnall's writing has improved, but that's not saying much because Series 11 was so dire in my opinion, right? Yeah. So it's a step in the right direction. Okay.
I'm kind of worried though because I feel that he's going to boost Yaz as the main companion.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I think the Master is going to try get into her head.
Have a romance with Yaz and the Master.
I think so because it looks like there was a bit of a hint towards it.
How would
you feel about that? The Master being in a relationship with Yaz? It would certainly make Yaz interesting.
That would cause some problems for the Doctor because the Doctor would have to battle with Yaz, and they would be at odds at times. She would be in love with him.
Of course it would be interesting, but I'm not really a fan of the whole relationship thing within the series, though, because I think it kind of makes it a bit soap opera-ish as well, but just ignore you guys are probably right in what you're saying.
There, Lone Wolf has put it actually the best way you can put it. It's better, but it's still poor. Yeah, to Doctor Who standards it is, yes.
It needs to be very much improved.
It does. Well, nobody on this panel is not saying.
Can we get Murray Gold back? I'm sorry. Can we get Murray Gold back?
Yeah, we need. Look,
would that be bad to fire this guy?
I'm being honest. I'm being honest with you. Again, I did not like his music. I know some people do. But bring back Murray Gold. Some of those scenes, that scene even on the aeroplane with a bit of Murray Gold music behind it would have elevated that scene even more. Murray Gold's well missed.
And I can always music never really matched up with any of the scenes though. So it's time to either try and get or he go back or find a new composer for the next
I don't think he would come back, but
series.
Here's the thing that needs to happen, though, in my opinion, right? And nobody's gonna like this.
yeah, I know.
Like this series, unfortunately, is already tainted because of Series 11 and because of the behavior of certain members of the cast and obviously Chris Chibnall. What really needs to happen now is, and I know it's not going to happen, but what really needs to happen is there needs to be a complete no. We're not at that stage yet, I don't think. And I know we've been a bit doom and gloom, but I don't actually think we're at that stage yet. The numbers don't suggest that just yet. But what I will say is I think it's time for a regime change within within Doctor Who itself. The whole thing needs to be you need to get rid of it all, but it's not going to happen. That's the problem that we have. So what do? We'll just have to.
Yeah, it's not going to happen because of the HBO Max deal. I think I've heard you both talk about.
So what we can do though is we can demand that the BBC start producing something better. Listen, the numbers they have to be worried about these numbers. Now I know they can spin it all they want.
I don't think they give a rat's. I don't think they care.
I'm being honest. I think
honestly,
do,
bro,
Joe.
I don't think they care because honestly, they're getting millions from China, millions from HBO. They think it's going to improve. I don't think they're looking at that.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Yeah, that everybody, I think the point everybody is missing. It's still a British show. It's still a UK
True, but
show.
Again, nobody is. If they threw millions towards Capaldi, then the ratings wouldn't have been an issue. Like if you had the China deal and HBO Max deal when Capaldi was a doctor, he'd be the doctor for like 10 years. You know what I'm saying? They kicked him out. They forced him out.
Yeah, but the issue here is like you are going to have to like keep saying to BBC like constantly make sure you write this the way we want it to be written because BBC will just because there's a sort of scale factor that the BBC might get too okay with this episode and then go back to skill. On it's our job as fans to tell the BBC make sure the same mistakes aren't being repeated that were
listen, when Sunday comes, the ratings are going to go through the roof, and everybody's going to they know what to say then. It's going to change. It was just a bad time to release the first episode.
We'll see. Look, I love your optimism. I really do.
No, I know, but look, they could screw the whole season up. We could have filler the whole damn series, which I'm really fearing. You know, I want to be, optimistic and everything, but again, if we get some bad episodes, and again, you got to think about this too. Let's just say series 12 is done, right? And all right, it made it. It passed. It did better than series 11. You're going to make us wait 10 months, probably for one special. And then you're going to make us wait 10 months again. So, the length of time that Doctor Who is off the air is killing the show.
So, here's the question I want to ask is here, right? So see this special that we're going to have to wait 10 months for. Is it a Christmas special or is it a New Year special?
So you got Doctor Who, right? So you're gonna have April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. January 1st, 2021 will be the Dalek special. Right? And then you will wait. God knows how long. Because they're not filming. They're not filming.
Stay to be honest with you, but no, Matrix, wouldn't it be better if they just get back to filming and it so that it's all?
They're not filming. They're all busy, and I don't know. First of all, I don't know what's going to happen in the series if any companions are going to go. But if you hypothesize, if you just take a guess that everybody's going to stay the same, and he's going to treat this like he does Broadchurch, where everybody's just going to come back for 13, then Bradley Walsh is busy till May, and everybody else is busy. So
and so is what you call him, Ozen Coles, because he's taking a holiday to go and watch basketball games, and I think Mandeep Gill might have another project up hustling based on what I've heard.
I want to answer Glenn Edwards for a second. Yeah, but here's the thing with China. The compromise is going to be that Series 13, either an episode or two, is going to be filmed in China. So the deal is not going to be broken with China. They are going to give money. So they already have planned a plan of attack for not pissing off China and losing China. So not only will we probably have 2 episodes in China for Series 13, but we may have an Asian companion too in Series 13. That's a possibility.
Yeah, I mean,
well, I heard that Asian band BTS were rumored to be in this series, but imagine if they're making an appearance in Series 13, because that would actually make sense.
Yeah.
Jody is signed for Series 13, so if there's going to be a regeneration, so far it will be at the end of Series 13. But again, that's not definite either, Charlotte.
Nobody knows what's going on right now. At the moment, Chris Chib, do you know what? He tells us there's no Daleks, but we've all seen Daleks. So it's obviously for that other
I have a feeling that special, something bad's going to happen to somebody.
Yeah.
With the Daleks.
Yeah.
I think maybe Graham's going to be in a wheelchair or something. Like, I mean, I think something bad's going to happen. It has to happen. Something has to happen.
But also,
there's a question for you guys. If a companion has to die in Series 12 or 13, which companion would you get rid of right now? I think I already know who everybody's.
Or seriously wounded. They could make it that the companion could be wheelchair bound.
Do you know what I have to say? I was very disappointed with Tolson Cole's performance in this episode. Now, I will say he didn't get much dialogue, though, did he, Matrix Lord or Daniel?
No, they're focusing on Yaz. No. I mean, the Master mentioned Yaz. You know, the Master talked to Graham. He's not even acknowledging Ryan. So
well, here's the thing. Doesn't it go to show you that there is, Daniel, too many companions in the Tardis? Because now with Series 11, they focused on Graham and Ryan. Now they're focusing on Yaz, and it looks like Ryan and Graham are suffering now already.
They pushed to the side.
But see, to be honest with you as well, I do agree with you that there is too many companions, but at the same time as well, Ozen Cole doesn't seem to give a crap anymore.
Yeah. That's what it came across to me. I was even saying it to Cheryl while I was watching. I said, I don't think this chap gives a crap anymore.
Because you can see it in the guy's eyes. You can see it in the guy's eyes. Come on, let's get this. Now, to be honest with you, right? I mean, like, I would actually like to see the Dali experience.
I do, Graham.
Graham, yeah, but I mean, not really, because it's like, they didn't really build their character that much.
Daniel, someone asked a question there, but do you honestly care about any of these companions, really? Is there any of the companions that you wouldn't like to see die?
I mean, I probably wouldn't care about any of them. I mean, like Graham, but I don't
know. Keep giving him the other two I don't really care about now. To be honest with you, like maybe like in the special when the Daleks come back, have them exterminate one of the companions, because then it gives the Daleks a bit more credibility again, and a bit more of a scare factor. So have the Daleks kill on or two of the companions, basically.
So Ritz Norm says, I would say that some of the better episodes was when the Doctor was on his own and kind of lost. Yeah, we don't kind of get those episodes now, unfortunately. But
I mean,
you never know. You never know.
I mean, that's kind of what I haven't since one of my favorite episodes.
Oh, did you see what Gary wrote there, Daniel? Have a look at that prediction, and that actually would actually be a good little twist. Actually, I'd say. I'll read it. It says Yaz is now the Mancurian candidate mold for the Master. It will be revealed in the season finale, and she will sacrifice herself to save everyone. Now, that would be a worthy character arc, and it would be a nice way for Manip Gill's character, Yaz.
I think they would get rid of Graham and Ryan and keep Yaz because they would shorten the companion thing.
I don't think.
And keep the shippers happy at the same time.
I don't think so, because if you remember what you said about Bradley Walsh being a transition for the show, like into series 13, because I think I think the speculation what you said, which I agree with, by the way, they're going to keep Bradley Walsh to help with the transition, and maybe that this is going to sound terrible the way I'm saying this here, so apologies if my terminology goes a bit screwed up here.
I could see Graham being there when the Doctor regenerates and nobody else.
Yeah, I mean,
African American woman they'll probably do though, but
I mean,
here's the thing: that picture that I put up of Graham sitting on the floor, and remember I suggested that was the Master's TARDIS, and everybody dismissed me. Well, maybe that was him sitting in.
I think it's the Master's TARDIS. I think you're right.
Yeah,
it might be. If that's what the episode is, because we do see he's with Leon Henry, right? It looks like in the Master's TARDIS, so I don't know.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, it's about time that the Master get his own
TARDIS. They have the Daleks every season, or else they lose the rights. Yes.
I mean, like, see, to be honest with you, that's the reason why I don't believe that there'll be no Daleks within the season, because
the Daleks have to appear every season, whether it be a special or not, because they won't be allowed to. They'll break contract with them.
I mean, because Chris Chibnall is obviously aware of the fact that he's got to appease the Terry Nation state, so they've kind of got to be.
They got to appear, whether it be seconds or whatever. The Doctor
in a cameo or an episode, but they do have to appear every series.
Yep. Even if they had like a thing where Matt Smith looked in the Dalek's head looking for evidence of the silence, they appear seconds, or even Waters of Mars, they appeared in like a couple of seconds. They have to appear every series. Have to.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Dallas.
I mean, which is kind of a shame though, because I think as well you would probably, I know that this will never happen based on Terry Nation state, but you need time to like rebuild the Daleks.
The way the contract is set up, they can't. They have to appear.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make them appear a couple of seconds and not do a story with them for years, but like that, that's not gonna work that way.
Anyway,
Ryan will leave when he's recruited to play pro basketball, and Graham will be his coach.
I want to see if Mandip Gill is on the plane and she screams out to the Master for help, and the Master just puts them in his TARDIS. Or zaps them out. I think the Master could be zapping them out of the plane.
But at the same time, okay, fair enough, they're trying to give like Yasmin Khan a bit more of a character, but I don't think she has the acting personality either to like.
See, I think the Master could woo her to say, "Look, your doctor left me on a planet. totally screwed me over. I could see the Master turning the companions against the
Yeah,
Doctor.
if anybody, it'd be her, because I think she's the most easily led.
I mean, he'll take stuff out of context where it will look like the Doctor's a jerk. But
And to be honest, though, that would actually be kind of an interesting story if maybe a companion did turn on the Doctor, because I don't think we've actually seen a companion.
Turlo,
Well, yeah, apart from Turlo, so it would be kind of
traitor.
so it would be kind of a refreshing change again, and it would actually give a freshness to the story rather than your stereotypical Doctor Who story.
There's a question from Colin there. Come to think of it, isn't it possible that there's a flesh Matt Smith Doctor out there somewhere? Yeah, there's a possibility. Yes, we didn't.
And the Metacrisis Doctor, which is David Tennant.
Yeah, and the Metacrisis Doctor as well, if he hasn't died already, is still out there.
Which I said, if he got a regeneration, they should do a bearded Matt Smith, like a tough Matt Smith.
How was Towson called? Ballstreck calls him, I don't want to be there, Towson. Yeah, it does. It actually does look like he doesn't want to be there. Now,
right?
Now, here's the thing. Now, I didn't watch anybody's reviews before I brought my panel on because I didn't want to be influenced. So I only recently watched Ballstreck's video, classic Ballstreck. I have to admit, I don't agree with everything on the video, to be quite honest with you, but I can understand his point of view totally. But you know, it's like when he watched The Woman Who Fell to Earth, he thought it was a pretty decent episode. I was like that with Spyfall. You know, next week. Here's the thing. The test now for Chibnall is he's managed to actually hook a few people. I'm not saying I'm hooked and I'm bought on this series because I'm not, but it's kept me interested. So I want to see what happens in the second episode. But this could all fall flat.
The episodes may be more important is the ones that are not Chris Chibnall. Like, are these people worth it that he hired to be writers? We know Chris Chibnall can write, even though he writes, you know, may not write good or may write good, but like these guys are newbies. How are they going to do? How are these people going to write the Jadoon?
Exactly.
If they can't, we're screwed.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a guy that wrote episode 7 supposed to be writing an episode of a season, because I can't remember.
The guy that did Kablam or the guy that did It Takes You Away? They're both doing episodes. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Which I don't know if I'm happy with that either.
But to be honest, though, Pete McTeague has actually shown that he probably could write sci-fi if he had a bit more creative freedom. But we'll just have to see how it goes for the moment.
Yeah.
The serious budget may have gone on the first 2 episodes, which might not bode well for the rest of the series.
Yeah, they do that. Even with the finale, they spend more money on the beginning and the end.
You're right. That could be the case as well. See, there's a lot of factors. But Sunday is going to be very interesting. The day after, when the overnights come in,
it's going to be good ratings on Sunday.
So what do you think it's going to get on Sunday? Go on, give us a prediction.
Yeah, I don't know, because here's the thing. I'd rather it be on Saturdays.
Well, it's on Sunday.
I mean,
so
and I think it's lower.
Now, can I add, just before you answer, in the UK, it's up against one of the other biggest shows that's on the Sunday night, which is Dancing on Ice. So that's on ITV at the same time. Now, you mightn't think that would have an effect, but trust me, this show, Dancing on Ice,
I mean, 7-4 maybe?
No, you think 7-4?
No.
So you think? So hang on. You think it will get a 3 million jump because of the
when we get the
word of
weeks
mouth.
where when are we going to get the week's worth of ratings for Wednesday? Like that's going to come in on Saturday.
Probably, yeah. Probably,
so
yeah.
The rating is going to change from whatever it is to the whole week's compiled.
Yeah, but that'll be a week's. You see, people say that the overnights don't mean that, but see, here's the thing: if the overnights meant nothing, then why does everybody defend them so much?
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. It's because the overnights actually do mean something. So
Right.
it will be interesting to see how the overnight. See, nobody really gives a crap.
When are you doing a cast on that? You're going to do a cast on a live stream on that when they reveal the ratings?
Oh yeah, of course I will. Of course I will. Yeah, because you have to be balanced. You know what I mean? I did one when it was 4.88. So if they go higher, I'll go and do it. Of course I will.
I'm going to make a prediction as well for the ratings. If you
right, so hold on. Matrix Lord is 7.4. Right,
but I think the series is going to drop right after, though.
Right, but what do you
think?
Because
I don't have faith in these new writers at all.
Right, so 7.4 for Spyfall 2. Matrix Lord is saying. Daniel, what are you saying?
Now, based on the fact that it's coming up against Dancing on Ice, I think 7 million's a bit too high. So I'm going to go for maybe 5. Yeah.
5 million.
Yeah.
That's bad though, isn't it?
Yeah, see, that'd still be bad. And will it be 5 million, says Stephen? Because see, this is the thing. This is why I'm saying it's. See, you've got UK television. See, it's up against, and I don't know why the schedulers did this. Look, it seems to me, right, and Joe, just to pour it to you, it seems to me that BBC are doing everything in their power to sabotage this series. I'm being honest, because you put Doctor Who up against Dancing on Ice. I'm sorry, you're asking for trouble, especially this era. It's not going to hold up well against it. Daniel says 5. I'm being honest. I think.
You gotta know that everybody knows the Master's going to be in it, so you don't think it's going to be like 6.
Well, I
7.
don't know. The reaction to the Master has been kind of mixed now, as I said.
Is it mixed? It looks to me like it's like 75% in favor, 25% not in favor. So I mean,
well, I could be wrong on that one now, but what I've seen now on Twitter seems to be very mixed.
I don't think you can ever go by Twitter though. Twitter's
I hope he's good. So he deserves the spotlight, and he's been very nice on Twitter. He's been retweeting.
He's been amazing
so far. So
nice guy,
brilliant. Yeah,
really nice,
brilliant to the fans straight away. So he's already won.
That's off to Sasha Dewan for an awesome performance as the Master.
To be honest with you as well, like
go ahead, Daniel.
I think as well it is ridiculous. It's as well that it's going up against Dancing on Ice, because like as
Dracula,
because as we know that because if we know that that's one of the most popular.
If it was 3.6, that would be canceled in 5 seconds.
Now,
right?
Now, to be honest with you as well, like see the head of BBC drama as well. I think he's getting sick and tired of Doctor Who as well. So that's what
Pierce Wenger, head of BBC drama, the dickhead that actually slated all of Jodie's predecessors. See, this is why I think the ratings are down as well. Fans don't forget though, Joe. They don't forget the way the BBC, the articles that came out about Jodie's predecessors, the personal attacks on Peter Davison, the attacks on Peter Capaldi, and I've even highlighted this in videos, some of the disgusting language that was used against Peter Capaldi, the attacks on Jenna Coleman. Apparently, one of the cons, something happened where Jenna Coleman left because she ended up taking a panic attack because someone apparently said something inappropriate to her. So there's been a lot. Jodie Whittaker herself, and then the interview before the series dropped. See, this is the problem. Daniel is right. Fans are not going to forgive easy, right? That's why
Yeah.
you got the 4.88, whatever it was.
Yeah, but you don't think that Doctor being off the air for like 10 months and then 10 months is not a massive factor in that? Because
Yeah,
But,
that's a
but
long time.
okay, that I agree with you. But then I would say then, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here, is well, you've had 10 months for everything to die down. You've had 10 months to actually mend things with the fandom before the
it's
series.
not.
Yeah, but
Okay,
aren't we going into the nightmare scenario now that nobody sees? That if we wait from the last episode of Series 12 to the special of Series 12, if that is 10 months, don't you think they're trying to trick the fans by holding back the special? That when the special is done, you're not going to have Doctor Who for a long damn time. It's more than 10 months. It's going to be like 20 months. And I think that's really messed up to hold that
And
special.
but yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, if BBC actually, they would actually have they would actually have said to Chibnall by now, what the hell are you doing? Why are we waiting so long to get the show out there? So if Pierce Wenger actually still gave a damn about Doctor Who, he would be asking Chris Chibnall exactly what I'm trying to tell you. He would have to ask him if he did actually care about the show, because I don't think he did that. Also, I think he's just left Chibnall to his own devices.
here's the thing: Chris Chibnall is not writing for the fans; he's writing for himself.
Yep.
Right? It's as simple as that. Right?
Yeah,
And if you've got someone
I
as
mean,
selfish as that writing for Doctor Who, you're in trouble. Now, look, as I said, this
in,
has been the best thing that Chris Chibnall has produced, and you have to give credit where credit is due. But that's not really setting the bar high, as we said here, because it is poor quality. It's not at the standard that it should be, and we've all acknowledged that on this panel. But it's a step in the right direction. But what I'm saying is, I honestly think, and I've said this and I've made me point on Twitter, I think all the damage was done in Series 11. And
yeah,
I have said, and I've been saying for months, it'll be very interesting to see, can BBC win back that audience that actually left
and
Jordan Series 11? And the indicators right now, Joe and Daniel, is
yeah.
that the downward trend is continuing. Now,
It
I
is,
will take your point, Matrix Lord, that it was on a Wednesday and it was on New Year's
yeah,
Day, which I think is a shambles anyway. They
yep.
should have started the series off if they wanted to drop it. Why not Christmas? Would have been better. You would have had a better audience, maybe. We do not know. There's a lot of if, buts, and maybes. But Sunday will be the real test
Yes.
for this
Yeah,
now,
um,
right?
yeah, but
Go ahead, Danny.
as well though, the reason why Chris Chibnall is writing for himself is because he's embarrassed by Doctor
Yeah,
Who.
he said it. Yeah,
So that's exactly why he's writing Doctor Who the way he
He's
sees
not
fit.
leaving, Daniel. He's
I
not
know,
leaving at all.
I
see,
know.
that's what
Yeah,
kills me because
yeah, I know. I
he
never
should
thought.
be
Jody
gone.
may be gone, but he's not going to be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I never.
If he goes,
Hang on. I just want to say though, that's the first time you've kind of acknowledged now that Jodie may be gone, and I just want
well,
to say,
she's not going to be there 5 years like he is.
yeah,
Five
but
series. She's definitely not going to be 5 series. He's set for 5 series. If
yeah,
he
I
goes
know.
before his 5 series, he loses a potential show after Doctor Who, which they need an insurance policy when they leave Doctor Who to have some new assignments. So Jodie, whether she's gone series 13 or 14, she's not going to be the whole 5 years, I don't think, with Chibnall. 5 series with Chibnall. So, All right, guys, I got to pop off for now.
Yeah, I seen that message. I just sent you a
Thank you,
reply.
bro.
No
It's been
bother.
awesome. If
Not
you
a
guys are
bother.
still around, if you're still around when I get back, I'll pop back in if I can.
No
Okay.
problem, mate. Nice having you on.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Noel.
See you later.
Be good, guys.
So yeah, I mean, as I was saying, Chibnall is so embarrassed by the Doctor Who that he's basically writing it the way he sees it in his ideal image, though, which is basically one one of the selfish things I've ever seen a head writer do. Do you want to make another point? No. Oh, because
No, go
it's
ahead.
your channel. I mean, like, as well, like, I think, I know that he's going to stay for his 5 years, but I mean, like, he really has to take a step back and acknowledge the damage that he done for for a series of event, because if he doesn't acknowledge and he ends up making the same mistakes, Doctor Who is going to keep hemorrhaging, um, hemorrhaging viewers. I mean, like, and like, let's be honest here. I mean, like, I've always had a special place in my heart for all the show. I mean, like, I know that I have certain issues with for right now, but I don't want to see the show get cancelled at all. But like, say, like, maybe in the next decade or whatever, like, I think then you'll start to see the show will get cancelled. Maybe after maybe even after maybe after the Chibnall era is over, BBC might cancel it, and I'll still be really upset by it, because I'm still a fan of Doctor Who, even although I have certain issues with this era.
Yeah, Gary, to answer your question, it was supposed to be over a 5 or 6 year period, but because he's taken so long now to produce a series now, and if you look at it, it's nearly 18 months to each series, we're going to have him around for a long time. But I do have this bizarre TV article by Andy Halls here. I bought the newspaper today, and the headline
Oh,
reads
paper is
Fans give Jodie the heave who. Millions snub show. Doctor Who bosses probably wish they could take the TARDIS back in time. The show was still a guaranteed ratings hit. On New Year's Day, the struggling sci-fi series attracted its worst viewing figures under new Time Lord Jodie Whittaker. Her debut season in 2018 kicked off with more than 9 million viewers, but steadily fell to around 6 million a week. But Wednesday's show peaked just over 5 million viewers, and then at one point just fell to 4.88 million. A TV insider said Beat bosses were hoping the downturn in ratings towards the end of the last series was just the novelty of Jodie's arrival wearing off a little. I don't know what that means. That's a bit of a stupid line. The
yeah.
reason why everybody was given out was because Jodie was actually cast. But the fact that the new series seems to have fared even worse will have them worrying whether it has less to do who plays the Time Lord signs of a greater problem with the show. So basically, what the Sun here is saying, even though your man is hammering the show, he's saying it mightn't be got to do with the gender swap at all. It's bigger problems with the show. I would
Yeah.
disagree. It is the show, but it's also the lead and the show runner.
Um,
After all, hold on, Daniel. I'm just finished this article, and then
sorry.
I'll get your opinion on it, mate. After all, the debut episode aired on a day when many people were still off work and
Yeah.
school, so should have attracted more substantial audience. Exactly. Before I actually read the rest of this article, I'll just say, so for those people that are actually going and saying, and I know Matrix Lord made the point, but that is no excuse. Everybody is at home. Everybody is not working. It's a day off work, so you would still think people would tune in. That's why people are a bit taken aback by the low numbers. Like some YouTubers like myself did predict low numbers, but even I didn't predict this low. The new season's first adventure, Spyfall, a two-parter inspired by James Bond films, continues on Sunday night. The series will now air on Sunday nights too. Spyfall stars Stephen Fry, as you all know, Sir Lenny Henry, and the 007 style baddie in a sensational twist. Sasha Dewan joins the cast as the Doctor's longtime nemesis, the Master. It marks the first time the Time Lord has been on our screen since last New Year's Day, when Jodie
Yeah.
was seen battling the Daleks. The slump in viewers comes after the beat didn't bring the show back in 2019, failing to capitalize on a renewed interest in Doctor Who. I am sure show bosses are regretting that now. Now, what I will say is, even though this article is scathing, they do try and defend Jodie Whittaker. It's not because the show was off air for a whole year. Yes, that wouldn't have helped, but it's got to do with all of the stuff that
Aye.
happened during Series 11 when, as I said, Piers Wenger and the cast and crew had a dig at fans and others associated within the production team that write for the Doctor Who magazine and stuff, sticking the R in and having a go at fans and being cheeky with fans, right? This is the result. And if you think by bringing back the Cybermen, the Daleks, we've already seen the
And the Sea
Master,
Devils as well,
and
remember?
now apparently we're gonna have the Sea Devils. As I'll say, that's rumor and speculation right now, but wasn't really meant to say that there, but it's out there anyway. Um, Sea Devils, but we did talk about Sea Devils a couple of months ago, so it's no big news. So Sea Devils. So if this is BBC's plan to bring back all these old villains to actually attract back the fans like me, well, it's not going to work
Yeah.
because fans will find it hard to forgive and forget. We've had 2 years of having to put up with abuse and all this different rhetoric from these people. And this is the result. And this is why the ratings are down. I'm sorry. We will see Sunday. I see it doing slightly better because it is the second episode.
Yeah,
I do think the
yeah,
cliffhanger will play a part in its ratings, but episode 3 will be the main indicator. Episode 3 and 4, I've always said that anyway, will be the main indicator. Then we'll know which way this series is actually going to go. What do you think, Daniel? Anyway, and we're going to finish up, Daniel. We're finishing up in. We've got 20 minutes, about 19 minutes to go, right? And then we're going to finish up.
Okay, well, that's perfect for me to make this point. Like, I mean, I agree with what you're saying here, but as well to like add to that, because you never really gave your prediction on the ratings for the episode. What do you think for the second part, the part of? Do you think that do you think the same as me? The same as me, around to the same ballpark, about 5 million, or do you think it'll be higher or lower than 5 million?
I think it'll be slightly higher. I think we're looking at about a 5.758.
Yeah.
I think the cliffhanger will play a part because I think, it was actually quite interesting. People that were actually putting out the ratings, when they were putting out the ratings, were saying, but they think there will be a stronger catch up and strong word of mouth. So BBC right now are relying on word of mouth, and unfortunately, because the Master has appeared in it, that is going to create a lot of word of mouth, and people will want to watch, and see what happens. I will agree with Matrix Lord on that one. So I think we will get a bounce because of the cliffhanger, because people will want to see. But you see what happens during an episode. You see it. There's live viewing ratings. So they actually say so. The Sun was able to tell you that it peaked at 5.6 at one stage, Spyfall 2, but then dropped to 4.88. So after the cliffhanger is basically featured in the second episode of Spyfall, and we see the resolution of it, right? Then people might switch off again because they might have just tuned in to see that part of the story. We don't know. There's going to be a lot of if buffs maybe, but I think it will fare slightly better because of the cliffhanger. Because let's be honest, Chris Chibnall's rating's not the greatest, but we have said that cliffhanger was actually decent.
I mean, like, I'm also kind of like scared as well that he'll resort to going back to his usual writing style, because as well he's also like spoke about it Ozium and other articles or interviews or however you want to say it, that he's got more of an interest bringing in the kind of more historical episodes again, like he did for the previous series. I just hope that isn't the case, that isn't the case, that it's more sci-fi based to this time, and there's less politics being injected though, because I was actually quite surprised that it was less social justice. There was still a wee there was still a wee hint of it, but it was not often like the degree to what series 11 was so far. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. And if you want to read a comment, I'll let you read a comment because it is your channel.
Just Chris put one up there with them hinting at alternative realities. Sasha could be the master from a different reality. The line about everything you know is false can be referring to the fact that they can cross dimensions easily. It could be that, yeah. I mean, everybody is speculating because that line is a fascinating line, and I think that's what will get people to watch the second part just to see the resolution of that, to see what happens to the Doctor and the companions. That's why I think it'll fare slightly better. But after that is resolved, then, as someone has mentioned, they lost 700,000 viewers during that episode. You will see people drop off, and then we'll see how it finishes up. That's the important thing. And if it finishes lower than 4.88, then Doctor Who's in serious trouble. And if these people, and hold on, Daniel, because I have to say this, and if these people that are defending these figures don't come out and actually say something and start actually realizing that there is a problem, then BBC are going to continue going down the same route. We all need to stand united now, and because this, look, Spyfall should have done better than what it did, and everybody here will admit that because it was better than that, and he's written before. So logic dictates that he's written better would do better, right? So it should have done better, but it didn't. The question BBC have to ask themselves is why. And if it loses more viewers on Sunday, then
it's game over.
It's game over. These people need to start coming out with us and saying, right, something needs to be done.
If it drops substantially more than the 4 million that we got for Spyfall, forget about it. The show's already in the coffin, in the grave, basically. So, like, if they do that, then it's game over, like, as well. So, like, the people that are defending it really have to come out and acknowledge. And like you said, or basically, if the fans don't do something and speak up here, then basically the show will get cancelled after the Kira-ish Chibnall era is finished, after Kira-ish Chibnall decides to call it which will be a wee while yet, but I just hope that I actually hope that the ratings do sort of increase, because although I have my issues with this era, I'm still I'm still a Doctor Who fan. I mean, I still want to actually like take part in the fandom, because as you've seen, I've started my own channel now, and I'm getting into the audios and that sort of stuff. So Doctor Who has become a big part of me since I got into it in 2005 as well, and I've gotten into the classic series, as I've already told you, and stuff like that as well. So Doctor Who's become a big part of me as well. So, it's yourself. I don't want to see the show eventually become extinct.
Yeah, there's a chance that Mike Gary put up a comment
Yeah,
earlier, and it said word of mouth may give it a drive a small bump, but it sounds like competition may be a huge factor on Sunday. Yeah,
yeah,
and I think that's what many people are miscalculating, to be honest with you, Gary, is that Doctor Who is actually going to have competition on a Sunday night.
yeah.
And
I mean,
if this
and
is what it gets, but hang on, Daniel, before you say that, and I know you're dying to jump in there, and I'll let you, mate, don't worry.
sorry.
But what I will say is if Doctor Who's done this poorly, right, with no competition on New Year's Day, right, first episode, right, and fares this bad, then Sunday we could be looking at something truly catastrophic in the ratings. It could be Monday morning we wake up, or Monday afternoon when they release them, we could be in serious trouble. Or as Daniel said, hopefully there is a little uptake, because the end of the day, it is Doctor Who. We don't want it to go off screen. I
Yeah,
know some would rather it die now, but we're Doctor Who fans. You truly want it to die. I know you don't like
well,
these two people very much, but at the end of the day, it's still our show. We still love this show, and we want it to
but,
survive, but
um,
be better.
but see, to be honest with you, no, it's like basically, the BBC have kind of dug a dug a much bigger hole, for themselves. So because dancing on ice, although I find it's a big pile of shit, basically, but like it is a popular it is a popular show. It's got a massive audience, and if people think that it's going to um, somehow awful and get the better of dancing on ice, I'm sorry, but you need to have a cold hearted dose of reality, and this is going to hurt the show in my opinion, because I mean, you saw it in Year's Day. There was hardly any competition, as what you have just said today, here in your previous point. So
Well, it was up against Emmerdale and Emmerdale and EastEnders or something, or Coronation Street
and
EastEnders, and that's hardly competition. They're so
yeah, and you would expect, and you would expect Doctor Who to actually still do a bit better than that. But my main, my main concern is the whole going head to head with that Anson and Ice here. And I'm trying to stay as positive as I can for change here, but sorry, it's going to get absolutely so watered against dancing in the ice. So,
It is. I fear it is, and that's
yeah,
the problem. And I think people have miscalculated. And see, here's the thing: I've noticed the trend on Twitter, especially, and you see it on Facebook as well. You have a lot of people defending these numbers, right? And then they say like things like, "Well, the overnights don't mean that." And, well, if they didn't mean that, you wouldn't be defending them. The overnights mean everything, right?
s-
See, the thing about it is, overnights get to show BBC, and I know everybody knows that TV has changed and the way we watch TV has changed. And I know New Year's Day, apparently the ratings were down for most shows all over the place, right? I
yep.
do know a lot of people watch catch up, but it'll be very interesting to see how many people actually catch up on the
Um,
new Doctor Who. See, the overnights are important. Catch up, yes, are important, but the 28, the monthly figures then that they do when we get an overall estimate of what the episode actually done throughout the month is not the figure that you should be worried about. It's the overnight.
uh,
And even those figures, sorry, Daniel, even those figures,
okay.
both show the consistent drop. And this has dropped again.
Yeah, I mean, it's overnight. It's everybody, not just the BBC, should be paying attention to, because overnights as your bread and butter. Now, catch up actually does play a big part now, but as what you've said, no, it's the overnights that are the most important. First and foremost, if the show is doing that badly in the overnights,
Because
then
they still answer to use
yeah,
taxpayers. That's what it is like, because you still pay user TV license. So
yeah,
the BBC, even though, like, people will argue, well, they'll keep making it, but at some point, if the ratings go down to a certain level, someone is going to say, hang on a minute now, this can't go on any further.
yeah.
So,
And to be honest with you, I know what you're saying here, but with Chris Chibnall and in charge here, I mean, he's not endeared himself to the fans either. So, like, if I could like step into the mind of every Doctor Who fan that's walked away right now, right, and like just to like say the point is, as long as Abno and Ticker stick around, right? I mean, well, like that's going to do a bit more damage to, that's going to do more damage to the show. Like the longer this era, the longer this era is allowed to continue, the longer the show's going to suffer. Of course, in the ratings is going to suffer, but obviously, if you're looking at the whole financial aspect, if the DVD sales for series 12 and the action figures, that's going to take another hit financially for them as well. So, like, I just don't see how. I mean, although I see, although I can see the reason why they're keeping Chibnall on, they managed to get himself the HBO deal, but like, eventually the BBC are going to have to say this isn't working in terms of ratings or the financial aspect of it.
yeah,
So they're going to have to step in at some point.
exactly. Exactly. Listen, Daniel, we're going to leave it there, but before we do me a favor, let everybody know about your channel and where they can watch you, and your Twitter if you want to give that out. And
Yeah, can I just put it in the chat?
you can
Yeah.
put it in the chat as well, mate. And you can also do the shout out. See, if you do it twice, then people will actually go and subscribe to you, you know?
Yeah.
So please subscribe to Daniel. Daniel will be covering Series 12. We will also have him as a guest on this channel. He's a regular anyway, so we'll have Daniel on again. And of course, I'll be making appearances on Daniel's channel at some stage. We'll organise that as well, because
Yeah.
I know you've invited me on, so we'll arrange that anyway.
Yeah.
The
Hold on.
damage was done in the last series as Raymond Williams. I agree. I do agree. Daniel is on YouTube anyway for any of you guys that want to actually subscribe to him, and he's gonna put his
But help if I actually get my channel up first so I can
yeah,
talk.
you go. I'll just keep talking while you're doing that anyway.
Yeah.
We will be back on, it's Friday now. We will be back on Sunday, 2 hours after the episode drops. The reason for that is I actually, actually, I don't think I need to do it because the panel, we kind of remembered everything. So I'll probably go with, yeah. So what I'll do is I will go live a half an hour after the episode drops, just to let everybody catch their breath and get their burdens, and then we will have a panel. The panel will feature the same guys that were on last week. So I hope you can join me for that on Sunday. And I see Chris has actually put your channel up in the link description. Thank you, Chris. I think Chris and Derek were the two mods on tonight. I wanted to actually thank you guys Modern. I don't think he's needed to do that tonight, but thank you for being there. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, and just as a wee side note, actually considering doing my second stream tomorrow night at some point. But as well, like I want to kind of like do something a bit different and discuss on a live stream tomorrow night the two audio series I've been listening to as well, and obviously if I can if I can fit it in, I'll give you some predictions and how I think series else going to go as well. But basically, the point is, so I'm going to try and be a bit more positive because I think in the last one I was a bit negative, so I'm amazed everybody enjoyed it though.
Yeah, of course. Of course, have listened to your streams. I love them, and I have to catch up. So you've done another one, have you?
No, oh, I'm doing it.
All right. So
I'm
you've only done the one that I've already watched. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
doing it tomorrow night, and the reason why is because I don't want it to clash with if your channel is well, because like because you're one of the channels that I mainly pay attention to, so like I'm going to try and pick a night and you're not um and you're not on so that it doesn't kill Ash because I always enjoy hearing your opinions as well.
Thanks for that, Daniel. And you know when you're on, just send me the link to whenever you're on, and I'll
Yeah,
throw it up on my YouTube channel as well. And
yeah,
I will what you call it, throw it up on my Twitter and all my Facebook groups.
yeah.
Um, Chris also put Daniel's Twitter up on the live chat as well. If you want to follow him on Twitter, just to let you know, he's a Celtic fan as well, so he will also
Oh,
have some
oh,
Celtic tweets up. So if you don't mind a few football tweets, but he does talk about Doctor Who a lot. But his two big passions are Celtic and Doctor Who. So
oh, and oh Jesus, don't talk about the old fun game. That was an abomination.
yeah, I won't. I won't. I wasn't even going to bring it up because we had our own shambles, so
Yeah,
we won't go there. We
yeah,
won't go there.
yeah. I had the distinct misfortune of being at that game. It was horrific.
Yeah, yeah. I say it was. I'd hate to be there when it doesn't
Yeah,
go. To be honest. Well,
yeah,
listen, Daniel, it's been a pleasure having you on as usual. And listen, mate, thanks for actually coming on short notice. Pleasure having you on as always. You're more than welcome. Um, do you know what? Maybe Jordan next week I might do a live phone in like we used to, and
yeah.
get you on because someone suggested that I actually do a phone in because they missed them.
Yeah,
So
but yeah, and I was going to ask you that as well tonight because you kinda suspended the
yeah,
you
I did
kinda
say I would
suspended
suspend it
the
until
phone.
the new
So
year.
um,
So
yeah, so you actually bringing the phone ins
I
back.
might bring it back once a week. Yeah,
Yeah,
Sharon was thinking it'd be a good idea once a week as well
yeah,
for the phone ins. Like, but it'd be on one of the days that obviously I wouldn't do a panel. You know
yeah,
what I mean? So it'll be on one of the 4 days that I'm already going live. So we'll just do
yeah.
a phone in because if I add an extra night now, that'll be 5 nights a week on live, which
Uh,
eventually will probably happen.
uh,
But I have to put this message up. Chris, have a great night, everyone, and thank you for supporting all Yeah, I want to actually thank everybody for supporting me.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
really appreciate it.
I mean, as I said to you the other night, I'm not going to turn my back on your channel, and you know that. So basically, I mean, every time that there's been a stream on, you've seen me in the comments and stuff like that, and on the comments and that, because you have given me a voice, and you were actually one of the reasons why I actually done my very first live stream, because you gave me a boot up the arse and said you need to actually do it now, so it's all down, so it was down, so it was down to you, and obviously, on from the Nerdaholics for actually encouraging me.
Yeah, I'll actually have actually the Nerdaholics. I think I can actually announce this now. Well, hold on. I just want to make sure that I can. But I think I have the Nerdaholics on a Monday.
Yeah.
So I know you're a big fan.
Yeah.
Right. You could do Monday. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll bring you on with the Nerdaholics because I know they're your favorite.
Yeah.
And they love talking to you as well. So I'll bring you on with them on Monday. Right. So expect an email at me on Monday.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, that's going to be epic.
I know. It's going to be a good one. So, yeah, actually, folks, forgot to say. So, Nerdaholics will be on a panel with me, with Daniel, on Monday's stream. So, if you want to come and join us for a bit of madness, we won't just talk Doctor Who. Obviously, these lads do Sharknado reviews and they do other reviews. And also, we'll get their thoughts on Spyfall and what those guys think of it. Or if they've even watched, because I do know that they were not going to watch, but they might change their mind and just give it a watch so they can come on. But even if they don't watch it, we'll bring them on. We'll have a bit of fun. We'll talk movies, bloody TV shows. It's going to be great. We'll just have the crack.
Oh,
Daniel, listen, mate, I know you're going to enjoy it. I know you are. Listen, mate, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it. And I will see you. Well, I'll talk to you over the weekend anyway, but I will see you on Monday, my friend.
Yeah, see you on Monday.
I'll see you on Monday, mate.
Yeah, see you Monday.
Yeah. And thanks everybody for joining me tonight. I hope you have enjoyed tonight's panel. Matrix Lord was actually feeling under the weather, so I just want to actually say thank you for coming on, mate, because I know you were telling me that you're really, and he's had to go and take his medicine. So get well soon, and we will talk to you all on Sunday. So good night, stay safe, and I'll talk to you all on Sunday for Spyfall, the reaction review part 2, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be certainly very interesting. This era or this series is going to be very interesting because we don't know how this is going to go. So we'll see. It could all fall apart on Sunday, or he might actually blow us out of the water. But we'll see. We'll see anyway. Good night.